And counterpunch, pretty undesirable, really. You can't really use him to level. Definitely not in wars. Rust has got some use in wars here and there, mixed up with skids. You can't really level with her. She just doesn't have enough punch to get through the higher level bases, and definitely not in defense anyway. Sandstorm, great warbot, great for leveling. Not so much defense, but yeah, very, very good since he's buff in his G1 cores. Sea Spray, I wouldn't normally put a gunner as a leveling bot, but he does do a lot of damage. Great on walls, great at leveling. Not so good in an outpost, but he definitely goes up there for war attack and for leveling. Sentius, I think again he sort of sneaks in the top, but I wouldn't say he's like a convincing entry. But he's good on, he's pretty good at war. He's pretty good at leveling, although quite expensive, and pretty good at defense. So I'd say Sentius at lower levels is amazing, should definitely be up there. Once you get to higher levels in the game, not so much. Sideswipe, definitely good at leveling, any rushing bot is. Defense, not so much. War attacks, I think a 5-star version will do well in wars. If you haven't got Pipes and Ironhide, he's definitely one of the choices behind that, along with like Bolt Down Prime. In fact, I'm going to put him up there as well. I'm going to move him up there because you can level with him as well. That's a fair point. Silverbolt, actually pretty good for leveling. People don't realise that sometimes. It can target the HQ. So when you've got some bases where the HQ is not too far back, you know, like 2/3 through the base, and it's quite resource front loaded, not heavy, not massively heavy, but enough for him to take out. Take the combat off him. I know it sounds bizarre, but take the combat off him so it does much damage, and just keep hitting the HQ with his ability, and he'll take it down. Some use in war attacks, so yeah, it can be good in wars for taking out billbots that aren't covered by an lightning rod core. There's some use in wars, and pretty good at leveling as well. But I wouldn't say amazing, but yeah. Scattershot, undesirable, pretty woeful. Skydive, so similar to Silverbolt, good for leveling, but not that good in wars, really. I mean, at lower levels, maybe you could sneak in there in wars. So, I mean, does do acid, does do a lot of damage. So, yeah, maybe just sneaks in. Skyburst, really hard to level with. Not good on wars. Definitely good on defense. So, she goes in undesirable. Goldbug, undesirable. Yeah, undesirable, definitely. Just really struggles to do anything to do any damage to the ability, just glass gas. Sitz Gun, he's expensive, but you can level with him if you can target the HQ and you can get through some defenses. So I'll put him up there with like the likes of Sea Spray, where he can be good. Very good in wars. Not so much on it's hard really. I've tried him on defense, doesn't really work that well. If it catches someone, yeah, but it's few and far between. A bit with the likes of Sea Spray and bit like Blades as well. But Blades is yeah, a bit of a weird one, but I'd put Sitz Gun up there. Rotorstorm, not very good in wars. Disappointingly, not even with Sentius. Alright at leveling, not very good, so I'd say leveling only, it's not bad. SG Jetfire, a bit expensive to really level with, to target the HQ and take it out. It gets expensive very quickly, so not so much in terms of leveling. Not so much on defense, but war attack definitely has some use. So he goes in there. Skids, very good on war attack. Leveling, you can, same as Sea Spray, but not defense, so he goes up there as well. Then we have Skylinks. Alright at leveling, because he can target the HQ. That's about it. Not very good on wars, has pathing issues to really struggle with it. Not good in outpost. Sludge, I think he has some war use, but that's about it. You know, he can't get through a base at all. He's not that good a tank, really. Definitely good in defense. Snarl, sadly, awful. You can't even level with Snarl. Just can't get through a base. Slash, one of the best levelers in the game. Some war use at lower level. And outpost use. So I reckon Slash goes up there, I think, in terms of, you know, she can do a good job at everything. But doesn't, I think she excels in leveling. She's alright in war. Is war a bit too heavy? Is it just leveling and defense? But we'd have a thing for that. So yeah, I reckon she just sneaks in there. I reckon. Slug, can't even level with, don't do enough damage. I mean, some people will argue the case saying, yeah, you can get through a base and level with Slug, but it just doesn't do enough damage as a 4-star version as well. Star Saber, good for leveling, not good in Outpost. It was when he had the bug that made him do a bit more damage or whatever, but no, just good for leveling, that's about it right now. I wouldn't say he's good for a war attack, really, too expensive. Smokescreen, really good on wars, one of the best warbots in the game, really good on defense. Leveling, yeah, because of his such range. So I'd say that you can actually level with Smokescreen. Just take out the long range defenses and just snipe the rest. You can even snipe outpost bots. If you duo in, like I said, him and Hot Rod are absolutely unbelievable together. So they just walk through the base, they protect each other, and just snipe everything and get rid of everything. Especially with that speed up from Hot Rod's ability to make him do more damage as well. Springer, definitely a warbot in terms of backdoor attacks. Leveling, not so much, and definitely not on defense. So I think war attack use only. In terms of strafe, just lacks anything really. You can't even level him really. Again, some people might argue that you can. But gets quite expensive what it does target defenses but gets stuck in walls and stuff, so not very good. Sunstreaker, it's just too expensive to level with really. It takes out an area but then it gets so expensive, not very good in walls, so it goes in the undesirable section. Streetwise, same again, don't have much use really, which is a shame, but I think he has a lot of potential. Stormclash, don't quite do it, I don't know, does enough war damage to warrant maybe being the leveling class. Maybe you can go in, but no, it's similar to Firefly and Jetfire. I mean, Firefly's down here, but Jetfire's up there. Jetfire does more damage with the ability 11 and his G1 and everything. I don't know. I think Stormclash goes down there. I think it's a bit of unjust though. I think lower levels. No, lower levels. Stormclash can be good for war attacks. So yeah. You can level with Snapdragon. That's about it. Not very good in wars, even backdoors, really. Just a bit too squishy. Definitely not on defense. Slingshot, very good in war. Very, very good. Not so much for defense and outposts. So he goes in war attack only. Then we've got Swoop. Probably one of the best defense bots in the game. You can level with him. So level and defense we don't have though. But in terms of war, I don't know. I'm going to put him defense only because you can level him, but it's quite hard. He's not very good in terms of war attack, so that's what's defense only, but he is one of the best defense bots in the game. Tigerhawk, very similar. If you're going to put him anywhere, it's just defense only. Topspin, very good in wars. Hard to level because of his cost. So I'll put him in war attack only. Trax, very good in wars. Very good. Hard to level with though. Not very good on defense, so he goes in war attacks only. Again, Warpath, war attacks only. You can sort of level with him. I would say he stretches there. Definitely not defense though. But he does stretch there because you can take a huge chunk of the base out. And you can sort of path towards a HQ. Definitely another bot as well. Ultra Magnus is awful. One of the worst bots in the game. He can go there. Wheeljack, war attack only. Quite good in wars, but that's about it. Windblade, very good in terms of leveling. That's great range. Good on wars to be a sack bot, so definitely war and leveling, but not on defense. So she goes in the second category there. Trailbreaker, don't see much use of him anywhere really. I think he goes in the kind of the useless character. Sadly, not very good on war. Is a very lower end of war. He kind of some use. Definitely can't level with him. Definitely. Then we've got Whirl. I mean, Whirl has. I suppose you could level a bit with Whirl. Don't have the same sort of impact as like Sea Spray and Warpath and Skid. Not quite enough damage. So Definitely not good on defense. War attack, yeah, good range. I think it stretches to war attack. I wouldn't say it's undesirable, but it stretches into there. Retgar, war attack, definitely for backdoor bases, things like that. Well, good healer. And then lastly, we got Twin Twist. So Twin Twist, definitely good on defense. Definitely good for leveling, and I'd say a bit on war attack. That's probably the one thing that lets him down, but I'd say that's where he sort of goes. And that is it, guys. Every bot ranked in Transformers Earth War. So you can see there the top tier of war, leveling, and defense. Second tier there of war attacks and leveling bots. So definitely, I would say that these two sort of top categories are bots that you should be looking for to try and obtain and use and level, because they're also quite easy to level themselves. So once you do get these, you'll be able to get them through the ranks faster and get them in your war team. They will sort of come down here. So these bots are alright for leveling, but they're not really going to get near your war team. So you might do some Zen Fan with them, something like that. Nothing much after that. In terms of war attack and defense, so again, they're alright in wars and defense, but you're not going to level much with them. They're going to struggle to get through bases. Usually these are quite high HP bots, but blades without hacking. Until you get to really high levels, they just don't hack enough and kill each other enough to really go up another level. In terms of war attack only, it depends if you're really interested in wars, basically, because there's some bots. I mean, when I go for these bots, the war attack only, when you can get war bots that you can also level with as well. In terms of defense only, I mean, like I said, these are pretty much undesirable, but it's like if you do get them and you've got them, put on defense, they'll do alright. I mean, again, there's other options. These other options up here that are better on defense. There's definitely better options up here on defense. But, you know, with better options, they are options, but there's better options out there. Swoop, with the exception maybe. I think Swoop could be higher, but you struggle a bit. And these are sort of the undesirables. So these are sort of bots we talk about that sort of need a buff, need improving, because they can't really Zen farm. They can't really do much in wars, either too expensive or not enough range. So I think these are sort of the category of what they're going to be looking at in terms of buffing bots for the legacy bots. I think these are the bots that are in that prime category for that. And that's my tier list. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you agree with any of these? Disagree? Should some be some higher? Should some be a bit lower? Have I got some totally wrong? Do you use a bot in a way that I don't know and you think, listen, I use a bot like this and I do well in zone 15, 16 with this bot? Maybe it's one of these guys down below. Let me know, guys, in the comments. And yeah, I hope this helps you in some way, a bit of direction on what bots to level, and hope it helps you in you know, investing in the right bots as well.